now I'm going to talk a little bit about our hike up to the Big Buddha on Phuket. So we were staying on Kata beach. We were originally going to stay on Patong beach, but because of COVID, the COVID cases rising at the time, we decided to change beaches to Kata beach because it was a bit of a quieter beach. And Kata beach was a really nice place to stay actually. It was a pretty chill beach, but it was good for surfing, plenty of restaurants around. The views are beautiful. There was some really good snorkeling there too, so that was a bonus. We stayed at a hotel on the end of the beach. This was great for us during COVID because it was pretty quiet. It was certainly a lot less busy than Patong would be. So starting with the hike, we woke up about 6 a.m. and we've been planning for a couple of days to do this, but every time we got up to do it, we realized it was either too hot or it looked like it was about a thunderstorm. So we decided to wake up at 6 a.m. on the last day of our trip and get up there. So one of the benefits of getting up at 6 a.m. is the views are beautiful. So if you wake up at 6, you can see the sunrise over the beach. You can see in the video, there's like purple skyline. And it's really quiet. There's no one there. You just got the whole beach to yourself. The beach itself, it's not so long. It's about 1.5 kilometers. You can walk down it. Afterwards, you kind of walk through the town. We'd never walked through that part of Kata town during the rest of our stay there, but as like in many places in Thailand right now, it's a bit of a ghost town. So when we were walking through it, we realized how devastated the area had been because of COVID and because of the lack of tourists. You see a few buildings knocked down, half built, just empty places, boarded up windows, even all the 7-Elevens are closed. So it's quite shocking to walk through the town, and it's even eerier in the morning. So if you at 6 a.m. when no one's there, it was just a complete ghost town. Just us and a couple of chickens. As you get out of the town, you start to walk. You get a bit more in nature and you're walking uphill. It wouldn't be a walk through rural Thailand if you didn't get attacked by dogs, some soy dogs. Soy means street in Thai, so that's why they call the dogs soy dogs. They're like street dogs. And it seems every time you go for a walk anywhere, especially on the coast, there's always soy dogs ready to bark at you, chase you. So we get chased a little bit.
I'm scared. Please tell me we get a cliff. Check their phone.
So it was a little tricky to find the entrance to the path. Once we did, the hike was a bit more interesting. You're walking straight into nature. However, it's still not. This isn't the best hike in the world. In fact, it's a bit of a pain in the ass. Once you get in there, once you get to it, it's a really steep climb. You do get some kind of nice views on the way. Maybe this hike was made a lot worse for me. I was a bit of a dickhead this time, and I wore flip-flops, which that was my own mistake. So I was in flip-flops. They were kind of slipping, sliding. I had no socks on, so the mosquitoes were getting my ankles. So at the same time, the sun's rising, so it gets really hot, and you're just completely drenched in sweat. Now, once you get through the jungle part, that's where the hike really pays off. As soon as you get to the road, you get some great views of the beaches. You can see over Patong Beach, Karon Beach, as you get to the top, and then you can see the Big Buddha. So the Big Buddha, you can see kind of towers over the beaches and the city, and it's really cool seeing the back of the Buddha. So you can see the view from the bottom that you see very early on, and then you see it much closer up once you get to the top. Once you reach the site, there's a lot of different Buddhist artifacts, and there's a monastery on the top, so you can see a lot of monks praying, artwork at the top there to take a look at. So the coolest thing I think about this hike was the monkey royal rumble that we got to see at the top. I've seen plenty of monkeys in Thailand, but I've never seen monkeys act this monkey, you know? They were running around, chasing each other, jumping over each other, fighting each other. Some people think monkeys are cute. I've seen enough monkeys now to be pretty scared of them whenever you see them. They are vicious. There's signs all over the place saying don't feed them, they will bite. I'm sure they will. In fact, just before I was going, I went to the toilet. As you go to the toilet, you can see the area where they all lived. So I thought, cool, I almost went to grab the camera because you can see like 50, 60 monkeys down there. But as I went closer, about 20 of them looked up at me, kind of glared at me, started growling at me. I said, sack that, I'm not even waiting around. Once you're at the top of the Big Buddha, you can also see the city. Get some great views of the city. Unfortunately, this time the weather got a bit worse for us when we were at the top, so the views don't look quite as good on this camera. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. Goodbye.